So recently I noticed that I have reached a milestone of 50 physical Nintendo Switch games, and to be honest, at the time I was in shock. Believe it or not, I used to be a massive Nintendo hater, especially after they released the Switch. Don't get me wrong, I still am. For me they are one of the top scummiest game companies out there, but one thing led to another and now I'm stuck with 50 games and more to come. But let's drop the chit chat and move to actually showing the collection. The first game to begin with is in my opinion an underrated one, and that is Astro Chain. I feel like no one talks about this game even though it released 2 years after the Nintendo Switch came out. I believe that Platinum Games did a stellar job creating this one. The whole premise of having demons chained to you and obeying your commands and creating amazing combinations is such a joy to do every time. Furthermore, the story is incredible and how basically just after creating your character, male or female, you understand that they are actually brother and sister. So if you want to play a great hack and slash with an amazing story, go and pick this game up, such a hidden gem. The next game on the list is the one that started it all. If it wasn't for this game and the time it came out, I wouldn't be doing this video. The only reason I bought the Switch was because of it. What can I say more that hasn't been said about this game? Pick it up, complete your daily to-do list and put it down, the next day do the same, and little by little you start optimizing and building up your island and your animal collection. Seriously, some people play this game just to farm animals. Bayonetta 1 and 2. Two amazing hack and slash games again from Platinum. These ones weren't made specifically on the Switch, but the ports are really well made, and now we are waiting for the third entry and there is a standalone physical copy for the first game. I believe now is the time to jump in and give Bayonetta 1 and 2 a try. Next up we have Dragon Quest Builders 2. Haven't completed that one as I'm not huge into farming and building games, but if you want a good review on the game, go check out Beatemup's video on it. The guy was addicted to this one and the only reason I actually bought this game was because of his video. Next up we have Fire Emblem Three Houses. Probably this is going to be my next game I will sink some hours in, especially after they announced the next one, which is the Colgate game called Engage or something like that. The way I can describe this one is persona mechanics mixed with a tactics battle system. Actually my recent pickup, this is a Moose Warrior game and the story follows after the Three Houses one. This entry of the Warriors game has a wide variety of RPG elements with the well-known fact of having 50 plus enemies on the screen that you can go right in and start slashing. The interesting thing about this one is that the game provides you with an option to skip the RPG elements and just focus on the action, which is fantastic in my opinion. Now we have my first ever Kirby game and the first ever 3D game as far as I'm aware, and boy was I happy with this one. Even went and fully completed everything there was. I believe that everyone can pick up this game and have fun with it. Every ability was unique and the option to further upgrade them was a nice addition. The levels are divided by teams, the usual ones like desert, ice, jungle and so on, but each one had a unique and interesting level which follows the logic of Super Mario 3D World. Linear levels with collectibles and the last level contains a boss. I haven't played Luigi's Mansion 3, but the thing I can say about it is that the visual fidelity of this one is maybe one of the best on the Switch. The game is just eye candy. Live Alive or Live Alive or Live Alive, everyone says it differently, for me it's Live Alive. Recent pickup, can't wait to dive into it. I haven't played such style of games, so I don't know what to expect, but I was told that the different stories are really interesting. Next up we have Metroid Dread, and oh boy, to release this game alongside the OLED was a great business decision. The game looks amazing on it and the style of the game stays true to the other entries. The levels are amazing, the power-ups are really fun to use and they seamlessly fit into each region of the world. Each level has a unique enemy, which is basically the robots that follow you around in certain regions. Man, do I get tense when I have to enter a region with one of those fuckers in it. They just nailed this entry. Mario Party Superstars, I mean, what can I say about this game? I enjoy my time with it, but I feel like Nintendo once again abandoned this franchise. As the first one on the Switch, this one as well hasn't received any new updates since launch and I'm really bummed about it. Another party game is Mario Kart 8, don't have anything else to say that hasn't been said before. As many in the community, I'm still waiting for Mario Kart 9. The new tracks are great, but come on Nintendo, release the next one already. I'm really glad that they decided to release a sports collection game similar to Wii Sports, but in expected Nintendo fashion, they were way too slow with adding content to this one. We'll give the golf a try, but for me this game is already shelved. Another game that proves that I have some mental illness, $60 for a game that you take pictures in it, as I say while completing my order. If it wasn't for Corone, which is a VTuber, and how she was having so much fun playing this, I wouldn't have bought it. But in the end, I almost completed everything and I had a blast, goddammit.
これ、誰だこれ誰これビオヨンバッフロンこれバッフロンバッフロンいっぱいいるすごいじゃんこれ
Octopod Traveler, haven't played this, but as of 2 days ago they announced the sequel, so I might give it a try. Not a huge fan of Pokemon as every entry is the same, but I almost completed this one. Pokemon Shield, haven't played this one yet, but maybe one day. And now we have Pokemon Arceus, the game that actually broke the mold. At first I was disgusted over how bad the game looked, and again $60 for this, but again I saw a couple of streamers having fun, so in the end I gave in and bought it myself. And it became one of my most favorite games of all time. The fact that they decided to create something different for once was a huge plus for them, and if it was the same style as the previous games, people would still buy it, but not me, and I am still glad they are going through with this for the upcoming game as well. Ring Fit Adventure? Never played it. Splatoon 3, current game in the Switch, having a blast with it. I wasn't into Splatoon, but now with the recent entry, I'll be going all in. Sushi Striker, played it for a little bit. Next on the list we have Shin Megami 5, the only new entry on the Switch. Haven't completed it yet as this game goes hard on the grinding. I am like 20-ish hours in and I'm still in the desert collecting every demon and leveling them up on the go. But I'm a huge Atlas nerd, so I was screaming when they announced it. Last words, a better Pokemon game with adult theme. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, don't have anything to say about it except that the on one is trash.
Great friends, thank you, Michael.
Now, this might be a controversial take, but in the end, this is my opinion, and it is that this is my most favorite Mario game of the bunch. Bowser's Fury could have been a standalone game and I would still buy it. The fact that they included it with an already amazing game was some plus social credit for them. Next up is Super Mario 3D Collection. Only played the Mario Galaxy one and the next one would be Sunshine. Too bad they decided to no longer make this one for some reason. And on top of that they removed the online Super Mario Bros. One, like, why? And now we have the launch game, which is Zelda Breath of the Wild. I still need to go back and complete this one. I wouldn't say I'm a fan of this game, but everyone else is, so if someone asks me on the street, I'll say that this is my favorite game of all time, even though I prefer Genshin Impact. And now for the last two Nintendo first party published games, we have Xenoblade 2 and 3. I can't wait to hop onto the third entry and then play the second one. Had a glimpse of the third one and it looks really good on the OLED. Now for the limited run games, I don't have that many as I'm nowhere near the USA and the cost of the delivery and the time it takes for the games to arrive is just too much for me to handle. The first two games that I ordered from them are No More Heroes 1 and 2, and not long after these three followed up. Played a little bit of No More Heroes and to be honest I still need to return and complete the franchise. Now we get to the third party games and I'll skip most of them and only talk about the ones that I've actually played and fully completed. First on the list we have 2 Point Hospital and 2 Point Campus. Both are management type games. The hospital one you manage different hospitals where each level resembles mobile games where you have 1 to 3 stars and each star is earned when you complete the objectives for that star. Once you earn at least 1 star you can then play the next level. Campus is similar to Hospital, there you manage a campus and the students in it. I would say it's more in depth and has way more systems than the first one, but the idea is the same. They really upped their game since the first one. Now I have 3 games that I haven't played except a little bit of Street Fighter. I was surprised how good it looked and ran on the Switch actually. Atelier, Ryza and Ys 8 are 2 stellar JRPGs on the Switch, way different from one another. I'm more interested in Ys 8 as it's more on the hack and slashy side of things, while Ryza is a turn-based with collectibles and alchemy. I wouldn't recommend picking this one up on the Switch if you have other options, but it's an amazing fighting game and in my opinion it's one of the best Dragon Ball games by far. Mario Plus Rabbids is just incredible. Not many people talk about this one, but I believe that it's a hidden turn-based gem on the Switch. I can't wait for the new one to come out. I believe it will be even better than the first one. Streets of Rage 4 is one of the best beat 'em ups since a long time. It just hits every spot and the fact that it's a combo heavy makes it even better. Now we have 2 farming games, Story of Seasons and Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is the most well known by far, but Story of Seasons does some different things and it's unique in its own way. But to be honest, just pick up Stardew Valley. Neo The World Ends With You, great game, haven't started it yet and again this game went unnoticed but Square did an amazing job with this rendition and I just can't wait to play it. Tmnt The Cowabunga Collection, it's a collection of every Turtle Ninja game from the past. It's great that Konami decided to do this and when the new one was coming out as well. If you like green mutated hyper teenagers and of course beat 'em ups, I think you should give this one a try. And for the last one we have Monster Hunter Rise, by far one of my most favorite Monster Hunter games. It runs so well on the Switch and the fact that it's on the RE engine and it still can run on the Switch is astonishing. I would prefer to play it at 60 FPS, but we can't have everything now, can we? Finally, we have my special editions, and some games were already shown, so I'll just go through them as fast as possible. First we have two games, Dead's Gambit and The House of the Dead. First one is a Souls-like game, didn't enjoy it as much as I wanted. Second one is a classic Sega game remastered for current gen. Really short game, like 30 minutes ish, but really fun to go through. Next we have Story of Seasons. If you want to check an unboxing of this, click on the top right cards to see the video. Then there is Crypt of the Necrodancer and 2 Point Campus. Streets of Rage 4, amazing special edition with a lot of cool stuff in it. Monster Hunter Rise, again, if you are interested in an unboxing video, click on the cards on the top right. Fire Emblem Three Houses, amazing edition and really hard to find these days, the art book is just wonderful. And finally we have my favorite one, and it's the Shin Megami Tensei 5 one. As I mentioned previously, I'm a huge Atlas nerd, so I have to vouch for them at all times. Yes, I do in fact record my outros on my selfie camera. What can you do about it? Well, that was the end of the video, I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. For now, bye. I just can't do it anymore. I mean, what's up guys? No, it sounds too professional, too normal. I can't guys, I just can't. What is up guys, VPrince here. What is up guys, VPrince here. What is up guys, VPrince here, and welcome back to... Wait, I remember. What is up guys, VPrince here. I still got it baby.